Today our group are going to talk in a little bit about energy consumption. The focus of our presentation will be a comparative between the main source and demand of energy by sector in Australia, Brazil, and Colombia. First of all, Carol is going to discuss about oil and hydroelectric power. Then, Kathy will explain about coal and natural gas. And finally, Uilian will briefly discuss about renewable energy. Now I'd like to turn things over to Carol to outline the consumption of oil and hydroelectric power.
Okay, thanks, Felisa. Regarding the resource most used in this country,
sorry, Carol.
I'm going to talk about the consumption of oil and hydroelectric power. As you can see, all pie charts show that oil is the most consumed energy in each country. Almost half of all consumption in Brazil is oil, with 47%. Also, the percentage of consumption of oil in Colombia and Australia is, I can see, 42% and 36% respectively. Furthermore, hydroelectric power is also significant, but only in Brazil and Colombia. Respectively, it comprises 35% and 31%. However, only 2% of all consumption in Australia is this energy. So it's evident then that Australia uses more other resources to replace this low percentage. Now Kathy will explain more about other two resources.
Carol has discussed the differences between the three countries in the number of hydroelectric and oil consumption. As we can see, the percentage of
Welcome to my world.
Where is it? No, Australia. Yeah, natural gas. Yeah. The percentage of consumption of natural gas is 25%. In Australia, which means that Australia has the highest level of natural gas consumption.
Good.
Compares to the others countries. While Brazil has only has 8% of natural consumption. On the other hand, the consumption of coal is significantly higher in Australia, whereas the consumption of these kind of fuels in Colombia and Brazil is lower, with 9 and 5% respectively. So now, Uilian.
Kathy has talked about the consumption of natural gas and coal in Brazil, Australia, and Colombia. Now I would like to move on to the consumption of other renewable power. So, as you can see in the pie charts, other renewable are usually the least utilized. Beginning with Brazil, this country has the highest percentage of clean energy consumption. I can't see it, but it's 1%
The yellow?
of nuclear. 1% of nuclear. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 1% of nuclear, yep.
Nuclear and 4% of others. Among these three countries. Looking at renewables in Colombia, it seems that less than 1% of the total of energy consumed comes from the green method. In addition, Australia had 3% of biomass here, and 1% of wind and solar power as renewable power consumed. To wrap up, I will invite Melissa to come back.
Well, today we discussed about the main source of energy in Brazil, Colombia, and Australia. And by the end of our presentation, our group has arrived at the following conclusions. Firstly, that the consumption of energy from hydroelectric power is higher in Brazil and Colombia than in Australia. Another important conclusion is that the percentage of renewable energy are not significant in these three countries. But the most significant conclusion is that oil is still the main source of energy in these three countries. Thank you very much. Thank you.